My name is John Hovis, and I'm from Brookshire, Texas. I live in a 9,000 square foot home. It's 110 acres, about 45 miles west of downtown Houston. I would call it a traditional type home, separated only by a water feature and a small walkway that comes over to my man cave. I would describe a Hemi Hideout as a 5.5-story timber frame building. Kind of looks like something out of the Kentucky Derby. And it's filled with cars and signs from days gone by, my era. Originally, Hemi Hideout was designed as a man cave, and it was going to be used just for that purpose. Have a few car clubs out here, have some fun, eat barbecue, spit on the floor, and go home. Then we had a young lady come on board, Shelley Gates. She did interior design. She brought the female's touch and youth to what we were trying to do here and made this area elegant. Changed the whole way the direction Hemi Hideout was headed. And then it became an event center, and we do all kinds of things. Fundraisers, galas, weddings. We've had 2 funerals, you name it, we've done it all. There's not one space that I think is just truly unique. I love it all. I love the outside, the inside, the gardens are beautiful. It's Shangri-La for me to hang out. I love coming in here and sitting down and watching TV or football or boxing, or just turning around like this and staring at all the sea of neon. We had this custom sign made for the Hemi Hideout. The sign is inspired by the image that's used by the National Hemi Owners Association. And we took that design and modified it considerably to fit our style, and we had that sign custom made. I absolutely love that sign. I love the colors. For me, when you have a neon sign, the more colors, the better. That happens to have 9 colors, so that's my style right there. Came up with the idea. I'd seen quite a few man caves, 1 and 2 car garages that were decorated with these signs. And I thought, okay, before I get too old, I'm going to do something just ridiculous and stupid. And this is my rendition of stupid and ridiculous. We didn't have a single sign 4 years ago, so we've collected all these signs and hung everything up in a relatively short period of time, and we're still hunting for more. Right now, there's 1,200 signs hanging in the Hemi Hideout. Only 280 are illuminated. I think when I get done, I'll probably have 3 times this amount. So probably 3,500 signs. That ought to do it, wrap it up, and call it quits. Over in this area is where we display the cars. These cars are all from Dodge and Plymouth from, say, 1968 to 1972, the heyday of the muscle cars. You'll see almost one of every model, and all these cars are powered by 446 packs or 426 Hemis. Some of them are numbers matching cars, some of them are resto mods and have engines as large as 605 cubic inches. All the cars are painted wild colors, but that was common back in the early 70s. My favorite car these days is a 1971 Hemi Cuda. This car has a 528 all-aluminum Hemi engine, 740 horsepower. My favorite car today. Everyone hangs on the cars and music of their day. It doesn't matter how old you are. And so I was a Dodge Super B Rolling Stone guy back in the day. I'm trying to capture a little bit of my youth, so we wanted to create a diner. It's not original, but we wanted to create the flavor of a 1950s diner. The diner was originally designed for me and a bunch of the guys, small scale, have fun, cook a few hamburgers, whatever we're gonna do. This is a mock-up diner. We don't really serve food here. We do serve ice cream, and that's about it. But this kind of reminisces the 1950s, and we've had a lot of fun in this area as well. Shelley Gates procured all the components and had all these pieces custom made. We even took this soda machine and had it completely resurrected. It was a rusted piece of junk when we started. So we love taking things like this and bringing it back from the dead. We were lucky enough to find this diner sign leaning up against an old building in Indiana, and it was a channel sign. We put turquoise neon in there to make it look like period correct. This jukebox is a replica of the old Rockola or the Wurlitzer Bubbler, and these were popular in 1947 to 51, but this one is a modernized unit. You can load CDs on there. I think 2,000 CDs you can load on there and play over the sound system. So you get the old time look, but you get the today's sound over the system. Normally when people walk into this area, if they're my age or older, they are drawn to this area because it reminds them of their past. In the late 1800s, my grandparents moved from Armenia to the Brookshire, Texas area. And this is a picture of their dry goods store that they built in the late 1800s. So about 35 years ago, my dad and I tore this building down, and we put all the original wood and paint that goes around the tractor venue here is all representative of the wood that came out of that building and represents our family coming to America. The tractors scream Americana, and they're just cool old tractors. I never did farm, but I just love the tractors. I'm very proud of Hemi Hideout and how everything has turned out. If I had to change one thing, I would have never built it to begin with. But now that it's created, I'm going to continue to enhance. Most likely, I'll have my funeral in here one day.